everybody, we're the K3, and this is our official Netflix binging list, part 1, because there were just too many to choose from. Let's get started. First up, Oh My Ghost, please. It's adorable.
It's adorable, but also there are about 10 versions of Oh My Ghost.
Right.
There's like 4, 6 Thai versions. There's a Japanese version. There's a Filipino version. So we're talking about the Korean version.
Korean version with Cho Jung-suk and Park Bo-young. Young, thank you. Cho Jung-suk and Park Bo-young. I was going to say Park Bo-gum. Nope, wrong one.
Nope.
But I would watch that as well.
But also Kang Ki-young is in it.
Yes.
And
oh
yes,
my God.
as the, what would you call him? Smarmy chef? Snarky chef?
Which Kang Ki-young does so well. Like, that's his wheelhouse. And we love him. Yeah.
And also Kim Seul-gi as the ghost.
Yes.
She is a comedy powerhouse. And
she really is. So this one is definitely, if you're looking for something a little lighter and a little bit more fun and just a quick and easy binge, it's gonna bring you a lot of joy. There's a lot of fun to be had with this one, for sure.
It's this amazing mix of food and ghosts and shamans, and it's that K-drama soup that we really love.
Yeah, that we really love. Next up, Hospital Playlist. Speaking of Cho Jung-suk, it is available. It just ended, and now it's always been available on Netflix, but now you can binge the entire first season all at one shot.
Yes. So it's only 12 episodes, but don't let that fool you. They're actually 90 minutes long, and the final episode was 2 hours. So it is a very full show.
Yeah.
And I love this show so much. Amazing cast, 5 really strong actors. And I have to say this show was like 87% Cho Jung-suk. Yes. But so if you're a fan, you probably have already watched it. But if you haven't, it's binge worthy because the characters and the stories and how they relate to each other are really just humanizing and real and supportive. And just, it's, even though you're dealing with life and death and you're dealing with like some of the best surgeons ever, it just, and so many liver transplants. So many. It's just, it's reaffirming. And they're in a band and they play a song every week.
Which, so good.
So enjoyable.
Good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love it. Now, the next one up, a little darker, you have to put a little bit more effort into this one, but My Country is also available on Netflix to binge. It is historical. It is revenge. It is swords,
epic battles.
Battles. I mean, I'm not sure you want to sit down and watch this puppy straight through, but maybe going in a couple days in a row. And the acting was, I mean, come on.
Look, all you need to know, Jang Hyuk on a horse, wielding a sword with his hair. That's just should be enough for you to binge this show.
Should be enough. So and if it's not, you have Udo-won doing the exact same thing. And oh my God.
Well, here's the thing. It's just, it's not just big epic battles.
No.
It's about, it was a cruel time to be alive. You get a lot of this is the beginning of the Joseon era. So there's a lot of history there. So if you're a history buff, it gives you a look into what it meant to survive in that time and who is family and what does my country mean for you. So it just operates on so many levels. And it's just this fantastic K-drama.
It really was. And I really did feel like there was also this element of humanity and kindness and found family that we always talk about in a lot of our K-dramas. And I think that's what makes it so bingeable. I think if it was just a straight historical, where it was just about the conquering or the acquisition of, we've seen some of those. Well, they're good and you enjoy them as you watch them, but I wouldn't rewatch it. But My Country's, I think, bingeability factor comes in with the found family, with his unit that he got from when he got sent to war. And, and then the two brothers that were against each other, but always had each other's back. Like, I feel like that's what gives it that bingeability factor for sure. Next up, listen, Baeduna, say no more. I'm in. But Stranger was one of the greatest crime dramas I have ever watched. anywhere. And you need to watch it to get ready for season 2, which is coming out in August. Yes.
That's right. Like, if you're a fan of procedurals, this is a solid crime and prosecutor and cop story. And the relationship between our cop Bae-doona and our prosecutor Cho Sung-woo is just
so dynamic
good.
and so
Yes.
good. And then the entire ensemble cast of just like gray, shades of gray, and like, it's just so juicy. And like most of those guys are coming back for the season 2. Oh, I can't wait. Like, and there's the whole case itself, and like the crosses and the double crosses and the reveals. Oh, so good. I need to rewatch it again.
That's the thing with Korean crime dramas. So often it's very cut and dry. It's very clear who the bad, evil, criminal mastermind is. And it's, yes, exactly. But this was all sorts of intrigues and secrets and revenge. It was just,
it was.
good.
And when it ended, I think we all collectively were like, oh, we desperately need a season 2. And when they announced it, I think the Twitterverse imploded. We were so excited, especially when Bae-doona and Cho Sung-woo signed on for it. It's a must. It's a must if you are a K-drama fan, for sure. And if you're gonna be on the Bae-doona K-drama binge watch, listen. Kingdom season 1 and 2, do it. So good, super quick. It really was they were each only 6 episodes apiece. And they were only maybe about 45 total minutes per episode. So you can get through that in probably 2 days. Oh, if you like zombies, if you like historical, if you're a horror fan, it's got a little bit of everything for everyone. Not a lot of romance, but you know.
No, but what they have that a lot of zombies don't have is a really clear origin story.
Yes.
You're like, oh, I understand why there are zombies who have been infected by this virus. It was like, nice.
And if you want just a straight zombie story, it works on that level. But if you want more of a cultural or a socioeconomic like undertone to the whole thing, it's got that for you too. And it's got Joo Ji-hoon wielding a sword, people, and taking off a hat in the most dramatic way possible. It is amazing.
On a horse.
On a horse. Like, he has had season 2. He had so many amazing entrances. Like, I just want them on just a supercut. So it's fun. It's funny. It's heartfelt. It's rewatchable.
Yes. And the zombies are frightening. This is like, it's a horde.
Yeah.
And they're hungry. It's just,
and they're fast. It is terrifying how fast they are.
That's right. So in Western zombies, we're used to very slow zombies.
I guess it's like ridiculous. It's like, who can't outrun that? Like, come on.
You can shut the door, lock it, and block it with a chair.
Grab something to drink, make sure it's holding, check outside, go around back, make sure they're still there. They're so freaking slow. Ridiculous.
But these ones, it's a whole other level of scary.
Whole different level. And they have these great overhead shots of watching the whole, it's terrifying. It's so amazing. I love it.
Oh, yes.
Definitely get on that one for sure. And because we're just going to kind of keep rolling with the Joo Ji-hoon, HYENA. Oh my God. HYENA was quite possibly, I think it is my favorite drama in 2020 to date. And right now we're only in June. So I mean, there's still room, but HYENA was one of those shows that was so adult and fun and funny and heartfelt and just so juicy. I loved every minute of it.
Look, if you're an Ajumma like we are, this show just spoke to us on so many levels. Kim Hae-soo as Jangum-ja was just the ultimate.
She was.
Female, badass, lawyer.
I mean, she was a badass. She was flawed. She was mean. She was heartless. She was kind. She was everything. She was every color of the rainbow, every piece of the spectrum. And she was sexy as shit. And Joo Ji-hoon in tracksuits. And Joo Ji-hoon didn't know what to do with her, except he knew he needed to be by her. And that was the best part of the whole drama.
That's right.
If you were looking for something that kind of speaks to you, is just kind of like a fun, rah-rah, kind of a little bit of a found family, but really satisfying relationships, get on that one.
Yeah.
So good. Such a fun watch for
I
sure.
know. You got to join our hyena pack because that show was.
Yes, our hyena pack were strong. We loved that show so much. Oof. And then probably the biggest show in a really, really long time, in my personal opinion. And if our comments have anything to go with that, y'all loved Crash Landing on You. If you have not binge watched that one yet, you are missing out on one of the greatest romances in K-drama history.
No kidding. A romance that brought together through some freak tornado, but transcends the DMZ and, politics, and it just fried chicken.
Yes.
It had everything. It had
everything.
And at its core that you had these groups of loyal people, and it's the North Korean groups, the Ajumas and the soldiers.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Through strife, through difficulties, they had each other. And that's why, the show just spoke to us in so many ways.
Right.
And of
course you had Hyungmin and Son Ye-jin. Please.
Done.
Just stop. Their chemistry was ridiculous. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And I really thought that I was never going to find another male lead I loved as much as Ri Jung-hyuk, and then I found Hyena. So if that tells you anything, the fact that I had two male leads back to back that were everything I've ever wanted in a K-drama. That's why, those, if you kind of are in that vein too, Crash Landing on You was just satisfying from a romance standpoint, just from beginning to end. It got a little long in the tooth maybe at some points, but their fluffiness just was so good. So good. Really, we squeed for 16 episodes. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Yeah. So that is our solid list of Netflix that you can find on US Netflix. Now, if you are lucky enough to have an Asian Netflix account, you also get 3 other ones that are some of the best shows we have watched. First one being, you get Hotel de Luna, and I'm so jealous about that. We can get all of these on Viki, so if you are in the US, you can watch these on Viki, but this is pretty much just a Netflix one, so Netflix Asia, you guys get this one on Netflix, which is so amazing. Hotel de Luna, the Hong sisters knocked it out of the park with this one.
From every single element of this show was perfect. From IU and Yo Jin-gu to all of the crew in the hotel. And the ghost stories and the lessons and just her taking pictures of food. It was just perfect.
It was just perfect. There was not, in my opinion, there was not a misstep in the entire show.
Yeah.
It was romantic and it was tragic and it was, it was a strong female character that learned, and you had these past lives, and you had magic, and you had solidarity, and it was just so good.
It was because every story, every character was working towards heaven, was working towards redemption.
Yeah.
So it was beautiful. And what matched it was how freaking gorgeous this show looked. Yeah. It was next level beautiful.
It was unbelievably gorgeous. Mm-hmm. And then you get the ending where I love the fact that it was just, I don't want to spoil it for you, but I found the ending to be so satisfying. So
that's a big thing, right? I know a lot of people don't want, I know there's been a lot of information out there, but if you're not digging around Twitter too much, I know everybody always wants to make sure, is it going to be a good ending? And this is, it's a bit of, make of it what you will.
Yes. But so just the heartfelt satisfying. I didn't feel cheated at all when it was over.
No. And the cameo.
Oh, the cameo at the end. Oh my God. One of the greatest cameos you'll see. So yeah, Hotel de Luna. I can't wait for it to land on US Netflix. But if you're in Asia, Netflix, you've got it there. Get on that. And then the next one we got, come on, if you want a rom-com that is just bursting with the chemistry and sizzling deliciousness, was there one that was more popular than her private life?
Oh my God. Park Min Young was us. Every time she looked at Kim Jae-wook, I can't even explain it. It
defies explanation, Marisa.
It does.
The amount of chemistry those two had.
Ooh, it burned up the screen. And we also loved it because she and her best friend were fangirls.
Oh, they were the best fangirls. Oh my God, I loved them so much. And they were unabashedly fangirls. And that's what was so enjoyable. So yeah, her private life, if you're like in a little bit of a slump and you just want something that is fun and romantic and heartfelt and a little bit sexy, like maybe a lot of sexy, like that's the one for you. There are none of these just two faces pushed together kisses.
No. Does not go as far as like HBO or anything.
No,
it's still a K-drama.
It's still a K-drama, but they're satisfying kisses. So yeah, if you're in a slump, that's the one to go with. And then our final one that is, again, it is going to be on Netflix Asia, is one that I just found, it was satisfying by the time you got to the end. There was a little bit of a slump in the middle there for us, but man, that back half, I was all on board with Search WWW. Those women were life, man. I love those three ladies so freaking.
It was the three women, but also where they worked and their work relationships and then their love relationships. You got three different love relationships and they just, all of them were. They were a Jen gesture.
Thank you. They were all just so chef's kiss. It was amazing. And what was really fascinating to me is that I went into the show thinking I was going to love, my favorite couple was going to be our lead couple with Jang Ki-young, because I love him so much. No, there was a surprise that happened in that show that caught me off guard, and I'm a devoted fan to them from here on out. I will just tease you with that. Get on it and watch it because it was so good and satisfying. And
we just have to say, so the three lead actresses, Im Soo-jung as Bae-tami, Lee Da-hee as Scarlett.
Yes,
you'll get it. They all have Western names, and then John Hae-jin. Man, these three women.
I love them so much. It was just so satisfying. So again, if you are looking if you're in a bit of a slump and you want something that just gives you dig your teeth into some amazing women doing amazing things and being able to have it all, which is amazing, and we should be able to, this is the show for you. For sure.
Yes.
Right? All right, you guys. This was part one because Marisa and I love K-dramas and we have so many more to talk about, but we figured we'd give you our top list on Netflix that are probably the most popular. Stay tuned for part two because we do a little deeper cuts. In what we like on Netflix that maybe the average person putting up a video is not. So stay tuned for that. Until then, we are the K3. I'm Jen.
I'm Marisa. And thank you for being our K-drama BFF. Be sure to hit the bell, subscribe, like, because you want to know exactly when our next episode drops with our part two of our Netflix binge-worthy shows.
Until then, bye.